Dia Mirza continues to play diverse and multifaceted roles as a climate champion, the founder of One India Stories, an actor as well as a producer. Whether she is portraying a resilient protagonist or a nuanced supporting character, Dia consistently captivates the audience with her talent and grace. Up next, with a strong foundation, in theatre, he has garnered widespread critical and commercial acclaim for his riveting, extraordinary, and remarkable performances across many genres. Since his 2019 breakthrough in the hit film Gully Boy, which is regarded as one of the 100 greatest performances of the decade, Vijay Varma has proved his mettle as an actor. Vijay Varma has proved his mettle as an actor by delivering immaculate performances in She, Darlings, Jaane Ja, The Heart, Love Stories 2 and Mirzapur. And finally, the man who creates the magic on celluloid, having directed a series of socio-political films like Mulk, Article 15, Thappad, Anek and Bheed. Indian film director Anubhav Sinha as an influential, impactful and a compelling storyteller. Hence, IC-814, the Kandahar hijack is another notch in Sir's belt. Named among the most influential and inspiring women in the BBC 100 Women List 2023, Dia Mirza continues to play diverse and multifaceted roles. Dia continues to play diverse and multifaceted roles as a climate champion, the founder of One India Stories, an actor as well as a producer. Whether she's portraying a resilient protagonist or a nuanced supporting character, Dia consistently captivates the audience with her talent and grace. So ladies and gentlemen, Divano or Mehrbano, in the loudest human capacities, please give it up for Vijay Varma, Dia Mirza and Anubhav Sinha.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Radha, I am an OG Conclave this year. So I will be moderating this last session of Conclave and also probably the most awaited session on day one. So again, let's just give it up for the team of IC-814. So I'll be starting with Anubhav sir. How did you approach narrating the true events of the 1999 hijacking in IC-814? And what were some of the key considerations in portraying the events inside the plane, the operations in Delhi and also the negotiations in Kandahar?
Okay, we are talking about 20 minutes now. No, so, whenever you try to do a piece on a real life event, so there is an obvious source material which is now available on internet. And then you try and meet people who are involved with it. So I did both. But this particular event was also about a lot of material that would never be available for public consumption. Like the negotiation. The negotiation has no record. Who were the people who hijacked the plane? Why? Who were the people backing them, facilitating them? Why did we go to Kandahar and not Kabul and not Lahore or Amritsar or wherever? We landed in Amritsar, but we could have gone to any other place, no? Why did the hijack happen from Kathmandu? Nobody will ever know. Those are the areas I was very interested in finding out. And that led me to a lot of journalists from the time who were on the ground at that time, in Nepal, in Pakistan, in Afghanistan. And then all of that put together became a riddle. And that riddle is the, with about this event, most people think they know everything about it. But I think they know nothing about it. I mean, that's who I was. When I entered, I thought I knew. But it opened up so many chapters for me that if I had not done this, I would never have known. And that's what this show does. It puts all of it together and tells the entire story in a very, it's a thriller. And it's a thriller with its tentacles spread out almost all over the world.
That's great. We can't wait to see the new perspectives that you bring on screen. Now, question for Vijay sir and Diya ma'am. How did you prepare for your role, given that the series is based on a real-life hijacking incident? And what were some of the challenges that you faced in bringing these true-to-life characters on the screen?
Hi everyone. So good to be back here at Xavier's. It's been a while. It's a question that I actually got thinking about today when I realized we were going to be doing this interaction, because when I work with Anubhav Sinha, the writing makes it so possible to just become. And I think that, the biggest in to a character is the lines that a character is speaking and the staging of a scene. Anubhav is always so clear, and his idea is so distinct about how he wants to approach it, what he wants to do with it. And I think he also is very casual about the way he expresses himself, when there is just so much gravitas and depth to what he does, because every line, every word is so thought through and so nuanced and exists for a damn good reason. So, even on set, if you just want to improvise and add a line or say something, there's a full process. You sit down, he thinks about it, he's set a pack of cards. He's thought about 100 permutation combinations before he's written a line. So the part that I play is of a woman who is the editor of a newspaper and who's also just started to run a television news channel. Now this is a time where news was opening up. It was at the cusp of news cycles becoming 24-hour cycles. I mean, like literally widely out. I think the research or the kind of time that one had to spend to just understand the era was, what was the workspace like for women? How difficult and challenging was it for women to even make it to that position? And therefore, what would her journey have been to get? But the reality of the events, the moment-to-moment stress and pressure of delivering truthful news or deciding not to deliver certain news because it would impact the investigation or impact the entire situation because real people were being held hostage. All of that kind of plays out in the way the lines are. But I think what the prep part was, I was curious to know how many women editors existed in the country at the time.
There was.
There were very few. There still are very few. It was also very interesting to speak to people who were journalists at that time and just get a sense from them what it was like. So one of my favorite anecdotes is of a young news anchor. She was 9 months pregnant, and the channel basically called her at 4 in the morning and said, "We need you here in the studio at 5 to say the news." And heavily pregnant, she was driving herself in the fog of December, and she got herself to the studio. And those minutes or hours getting to the studio from home weren't easy for her. And I think just a description of that moment conveys so much that some has changed and a lot hasn't, even now.
I'm so glad that you're portraying women in journalism at a time where, there weren't probably those many journalists, and that we get to see them on screen and the challenges that we faced to reach the point where we are today as women in journalism. So your answer to my question.
Hi Malhar. It's my first It's something I've only seen in the movies and in the newspapers. Very glad to be here. मैंने कुछ किया है लाइफ में कि मैं यहाँ पर हूँ. And I'm glad all of y'all are here and getting the best education. Can everybody hear me though? हाँ, तो ये कहानी 1999 की है. 25th December 1999. I was 15. So I was getting ready for my Y2K party, one of the first parties in my life, and when this event happened, I don't think any of you were around. I think you're all like early 20s in the house here? Early 20, late 20?
Early 20s, all undergraduate students.
How many of you know what Y2K means? Okay, Y2K was a big thing back in the day. So this is the time when mobile phones were just making an entry. 24/7 news channels just emerged. We're talking about in India that started changing so drastically around that time. So here is a story where a plane got hijacked in Kathmandu. It flew from Kathmandu, it had to go to Delhi. It got hijacked on the way. And eventually it landed in Kandahar, which was then run by Taliban. And it stayed there for 7 days, which is the longest hijack in Indian aviation history. No plane has ever been hijacked after that event, because our securities went up, our intelligence went up, everything is taken care of right now. How we fly is not how we flew 20-25 years ago. So this was a very important event that happened and that shaped the way Indian aviation works, the way we tackle terrorism. So, and I play the captain who was on that flight, who was the pilot of the flight. He's a real life character. I get to play a real life person for the first time, and I got the account of the ordeal from him directly, so that helped me prepare for the character. But it is a show. The trailer will come out soon. You'll get to see a little glimpse of it, and the show drops on the 29th. You'll get a lot many answers from that. Thank you so much.
I actually had a follow-up. My follow-up question for you was actually if you got the chance to meet your captain of IC814 and how, what were your feelings when you met him first?
So yeah, I got to meet Captain Devi Sharan, who was a pilot with Indian Airlines. Indian Airlines was an airline that flew. It doesn't fly anymore. That brand is not existing anymore. But I met him, and I actually went to the flight simulation classes with him. So I got a first-hand account of. There were some difficult places that he struggled with his flight because he was constantly running out of fuel, and those terrorists had him at gunpoint most of the time of his flight, and he had to take some tough calls in the midst of all that crisis. And there were some very close narrow escapes and some life-saving moments as well. So I got an account of all of it from him, and I was in awe when I met him. This man saved the aircraft himself, the crew, the passengers, and brought everybody back except for one person who we lost. So yeah, usually my characters are created from imagination. They don't exist in real, but they're all based on real life, one way or the other. But here I'm playing an unsung hero, so I had to do an honest job with it, and because I know he's going to watch it, and his family is going to watch it, and the survivors of the plane are going to watch it. So we had a lot at stake.
That's great. The insights that both of you gave, it just gets us even more excited to watch the show. Coming back to Anubhav sir, how did you select the cast for IC814, and what was your vision for their portrayals of these characters?
So, hello.
Hello.
Hello. There are too many characters and hence actors in this show. If I start telling you every story about how I cast each one of them, it will be a very long one. But you know, if
मेरे बारे में बताओ.
So, Vijay, when he came today, I got to know that apparently I was dissuading him from doing that. He acts it out well. We'll ask him to do that. But you know, the eventual cast of the series is something that a director, any director, would want to wake up to. That maybe I dreamt of it or maybe I have it. I mean, the kind of ensemble that it is, the kind of actors, the quality of actors and stars, it is outstanding. It's, I don't know if I will forget names, so I'm not, you know, there are so many names that I may forget, so that's the risk I'm running.
Okay.
Huh.
Like the cast is such, I'm sure some faculties are around which will not enjoy my next statement. If you take a shot at the name that you like in a cast, you will be very drunk in because we have Nasiruddin Shah, we have Pankaj Kapoor, we have Arvind Swamy, we have Divyendu Sharma, we have Divyendu Bhattacharya, we have Manoj Pava, Kumud Mishra, Diya Mirza, Amruta Hari, we have Aditya Srivastava, we have Kawaljeet Singh, we have Rajiv Thakur. We are definitely forgetting names because it's a power pack, it's a World 11, it's an India 11 team. Yeah. This is a cast in which back in the day when WWF was a real thing, this cast would be called the Royal Rumble.
So forget the names, but it's and I'm not saying so because we have made it. It is a sight to behold such wonderful artists doing their jobs in every frame.
I just want to add something to this. When I used to see a lot of international work, Ocean's 11, you know, just like these big franchise films, or even like the smaller films that would have like this incredible power-packed ensemble cast, and I would say, yeah, India mein kab hoga yaar? You know, when will we offer ourselves to parts in stories that we really belong in, as opposed to aspiring for things that, anyway, whatever that is. And I think this is going to be such a clutter breaker in that sense, because I don't think this has ever happened before. And I hope it happens several more times because it's really special.
Okay, so Vijay Sandhya, I'm coming back to you. What attracted you to Project IC814 and motivated you to take on the respective roles that you have?
I think I answered that. That cast is unbeatable. This director, I've particularly enjoyed the work that he's brought. I loved Article 15. Have you guys seen Article 15? Mulk, Article 15, Thappad, some path directly stuff. Huh?
I was just going to say
Ravan.
Ravan.
Hello, the OG.
I go back a very long way with this man. I've known him for only 24 years. He was a child when I started working with him. He was 5. And, you know, I think he's just one of the filmmakers who I have so much respect for and love for. But I also knew that with this show, he had an opportunity to really do something that he's never done before. So the integrity in the writing, of course, and the fact that he was retelling a true story, but to make it the way he has, only he could have. Because the kind of technical knowledge he has, very few people have it. And it's all just come together exceptionally well. And he's just a pleasure to work with. He's great fun. He makes a lot of fun of me. He tries to intimidate me, but he feeds me well, feeds me good food. And he's never disrespected my intelligence. And I think as a woman artist, that matters most to me.
That was just an impression I gave.
No,
It's
but
not
it's
so.
true. It's absolutely true. It's just such a privilege working with him. I want to be in all his work. I always say this. After Thappad, I said I want to be a fan or a chair or a table. Just make me a part of your stories, no matter which one you're telling. It will be my privilege to be a part of it.
I think all of us would want to be a part of Anubhav Sir's films, like you said, in any way possible. Yes, everyone know. Guys, would you want to